Hey dude, you know what? RS shipment is here. Oh, is it? I think it's time for some reviews then.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Jinto from US Cricket Store bringing you a video review of a brand new shipment that has landed at the shore of US Cricket Store from Robertson Sports or our very own RS. Now, why do we love RS so much? What is so special about RS? Let's talk about that first. Let's talk about the brands and the profiles that they offer. So, Suryakumar Yadav by SS, Hardik Pandya by SG, David Warner by DSC, Steve Smith by New Balance, Virat Kohli by MRF, Rohit Sharma by SEAT. Hold your guns, I know that they don't make the bats, that is MRF and SEAT, but just for relativity purpose, we'll keep it as is for now. Now, these are the brands or these are the profiles that these brands offer, but is there one umbrella or one brand that will offer all of these profiles? In the answer to that question is Robertson Sports or RS. It is not just an interpretation of them on their profiles. No, don't get me wrong here. They actually have bats from these players, like a sample bat, like their own bat, which they have at the factory, to which they look at and then they mimic or replicate that for you guys. So whatever profiles that we are getting, which is being said as the particular player's profile, it's indeed made with reference, not just with imagination, right? That's the first part. The second part that really attracts us towards RS, and that's why something special has been on the verge or on the horizon, is because of the quality control that RS implements. Now, at this age, when the demand has gone so outrageously, exponentially increased, many brands are going over the principle of quantity over quality, but RS, even though at this age, are still preferring to the principle of quality over quantity, and that's commendable for RS to follow that, and we really respect that. And with all these things in mind, our CEO Mr. Deepak ventured on to a trip to India to visit RS Robertson Sports in Jalandhar and to have a discussion for something special for you guys as customers, and the conclusion of that discussion resulted in a mutually exclusive partnership between Robertson Sports and US Cricket Store, and all of that bringing in some few things for you. All the bats would be specifically picked based upon performance, pickup, balance, and at the same time aesthetics as well, and there would be a second eye on all of the bats prior to being delivered, and you would see a special bat cover being delivered with each and every bat, and also there would be an evidence of the mutually exclusive partnership that this bat is specifically or exclusively made for US Cricket Store on the back of the bat, which we shall see as part of this video. With all that being said, the profile that we are looking at today is the new Mr. 360 of international cricket today after AB de Villiers, in my opinion, Suryakumar Yadav. The sky profile is what we'd be looking at, and we shall be taking a look at the sky profile now. First and foremost, I wanted to explicitly call out the packaging that the bat will get when it arrives at your doorstep. The first and foremost, it will come in this beautiful bat cover, which you guys might have already seen in the small clip where it is written US Cricket Store or exclusively made at, or exclusively will be available at US Cricket Store. That's one part. It has a lovely rubber tag zip for opening, and the zip is not of poor quality. Again, I'm emphasizing on the quality that you're getting for the money you're paying, and regardless of the grade that you go for, you would get the same exact cover, and that also is a very good guarantee. Now after this, it's padded from both ends, not only one side but actually on both the sides of the bat cover. It will come in a very good bubble wrap. That's point number 2. The story does not end there, right? The bubble wrap would be then enclosing the bat in a plastic wrap. So basically it's three checks or 3 guards before you actually get to the bat. But this is the Suryakumar Yadav profile, my dear friends. It's simply outstanding, and the Suryakumar Yadav profile is being made in the anniversary edition cleft or anniversary edition grade. What does this signify? Now, since 1937, Robinson Sports has been delivering cricket goods. Anniversary edition indicates something special. Now, anniversary edition clefts can be termed as the creme de brulee of English Willow. That means the least available, or the 1 or 2% of the top cream of the English Willow that is available in the world today would be used for making the anniversary edition bats. So, for a cleft to qualify into the anniversary edition bats, now RS makes it a point to have 3 points addressed, or 3 qualities addressed, for them to be qualified as an anniversary edition cleft. First part is obviously the aesthetics. You can take a look at the grain structure on this. It's absolutely amazing and outstanding. Point number 2 is the performance. Not only is the aesthetics of pretty importance, but the performance on the cleft has to meet the standards for it to qualify to be an anniversary edition cleft. The third but not the least, last but not the least, it's the load density. You can see that the size of this bat is monstrous or humongous, but it packs the punch in terms of performance. It packs the punch in terms of the aesthetics. With that said, let's take a look at this profile, my dear friends. This is the monstrous duckbill toe profile that we have of Surya Kumar Yadav. Again, as I said, it has the Sky 63 written as well. That's the number that the Surya Kumar Yadav has on his jersey. It's called as the Pro Player Series. Again, as I said, it has a laser engraving on the front part and just a minimalistic sticker on the back part. Again, Robinson Sports, or RS, is also a brand that has gone leaps and bounces in terms of innovation, improvement in what their current infrastructure or structure is in terms of decals or something like that. We shall see all the decals that we have received as part of the shipment, because there are a lot of changes that has gone across the board or across the models, which is very difficult to cover in one video, but we shall have incremental videos to cover all of them individually. Now, coming back to the bat here. So the bat boasts of a lot of grains. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a 10th grain as well on this beautiful cleft, and at the same time the same amount of 10 grains on the back of the bat as well. And in terms of the concaving, as you can see, that there is none that I can refer to. So there is no concaving on the back of the bat, which gives you value for your shots even if you hit off center. And the beautiful part about this bat is the way it's pressed, the way the performance is extracted from this beautiful cleft is simply I'm lost for words for that. We shall see when we do the ping test, but let's take a look at the dimensions, right? It's very important in this era. The dimensions are as follows. The edges are peaking at 42 millimeters, the spine is peaking at 66 millimeters, and the toe, guys, my dear friends, the toe is 32.5 millimeters. Very chunky toe. As you can see, it's very chunky toe at the back. And when I was talking about the mutually exclusive partnership between Robinson Sports and US Cricket Store, this is where you shall see that it's exclusively made for US Cricket Store with our symbol as well. And it has been very kind of the CEO of Robinson Sports, Mr. Surinder Jolly, to have this partnership established. We are very happy that this relationship is going leaps and bounds forward in the right direction for you guys as customers to have immense benefits. The handle size of this is of the medium thickness, and again, as I said, I really value the quality of handle from RS, because this is something that we don't get much repairs. That speaks by itself that RS is having quality control on the handles in terms of the inserts, in terms of the binding. Everything is absolutely top notch. Now let's talk about the weight of the bat, right? So this particular bat, which with so much of immense specs, would be weighing in at 2.9.5 on the scales. But my dear friends, I want to bring your attention to one small aspect. If you just hear the sound of this plastic, this particular plastic is very thick. Easily, if I take this plastic off, we are looking at around an ounce being reduced from the bat weight for sure. So if that is taken into consideration, we are looking at a bat which is lower or on the lower horizon of 2.9. I would not put a number because I have not removed the plastic yet. So I would just say that it would be below 2.9, which is outstanding in my opinion for such big bat. And in terms of the balance, right? If my stance is to be considered, I feel it's lower than 2.9. Obviously, you're paying the top dollars. It has to be balanced, right? That's mind blowing if it is not. So it is balanced to extremely well. You will not feel it as 2.9 as well. Let's hypothetically land at that number. It is lighter than 2.9 in my hands, but the most important thing, right? Balance is yes. The second important thing is obviously the ping, right? And when I do the ping, I get comments on the videos that hey Jinto, every bat would ping with a brand new ball, but you would have to check it with the old ball, right? So we have both of them today, just to get everyone's satisfaction in terms of the ping response. So, but this is a brand new ball. Let's check the ping, and guys, I'll not say anything. Just listen. Let's watch the rebound of the ball. All I'm doing is just placing the bat underneath the bouncing ball, and that's the bottom part, by the way. That's the middle, and that's the upper part, just below the laser engraving. It's like a springy bounce, in my opinion. Now, let me bring in the old ball, which is a pretty scuffed up ball, 35 to 40 overs maybe. Let's check the ping with this one and see how this is. Just see this, guys. I'm not kidding. Just see this. Yes, hear it. That's the middle. That's the bottom part, and that's the upper part of the bat. Well, you guys saw it. I will not say anything. It's just purely visible to see how special the bat is. Obviously, as I said, this is the rarest of the Willows available. Obviously, that means that it would have a heavy price tag. And again, this is just to bring to the notice that not only ours, but industry-wide across all the brands, because the supplier of the English Willow have raised the prices from their side. Obviously, the brands, the manufacturers who have to cover their costs as well, had to increase the prices from that side as well. So it's not that one particular brand has done it. It is a common phenomenon, and it is a very common supply chain phenomenon that has to be accepted by the customers, that because the supply is less, the demand is more, the cost of the commodities would eventually go high, right? So the price of, with that thought process in mind, with that understanding in mind, the price of this bat is $999.99, guys. You are getting value for your money in terms of few aspects. First of all, the aesthetics. The bat is beautifully pressed. You will get performance right straight away, but we highly want you to knock this bat before you use it. But when you just ping the bat, like it feels delicious in my opinion. You will have a beautiful bat cover with this, and it will come bubble wrapped in the wrapper as well. That was it from my side for this particular bat, but there would be more videos coming in incrementally for different profiles and different grades that has landed as part of the shipment at US Cricket Store. Until next time, this is your host Jinto signing off from US Cricket Store, redefining cricket along with RS in the US. Cheers.